Hello there, this is Welsh ASMR AD2. Hey, how you doing? So I'm trying a different camera angle for this video so that we can try and get as much of the shirt in. This is episode 3 of me going through my shirt collection, my football shirt collection in ASMR videos. This is the series of videos. The videos are much shorter than my usual long result videos. Meant for me to sort of be able to do extra ones in the week. If I keep them short, that I can put out a couple of extra videos. So I've shown you my signed Tottenham shirt by Gareth Bale and a Serie C shirt by Latina, and a couple of you reminded me that I had this because I actually forgot, which is a bit embarrassing. That I had this, I've put it away. Apologies if the microphone's a bit weird, I've put it in a new position so I can get this camera angle. I hope it works. And I thought, oh my god, when some of you mentioned about some of your signed shirts, particularly those with the whole team signing it, I thought, hang on a minute, I've got one of those. I wasn't even thinking about this when I started the series. So, as usual, I'll give you a little bit of a clue. It's by Adidas. As you can tell by the collar, the shirt itself is a little bit of an old-fashioned design. There's a really small section of my audience I think will get this from this alone. Because if they look carefully, they might work out the language that, or the alphabet I should say, that some of these are written in. Okay, so I'm going to show you this one quite early on because I need to do a bit of explaining. Okay, this is this is in felt, by the way. This is a Spartak Moscow shirt. Apparently, I've got no certificate or anything. Apparently signed by the team. They put their numbers. I think this might be Juba. And let's see if I can work out. We should have one from... I'm trying to think of the team at the time. I don't think Alex, one of my favourite players of all time, has signed this. You can see this is in the Russian script. Sheaf. Who was that? 49. Maybe I'll pause the video and have a little look. I think Veliton, that might be Veliton, one of my favourite players of all time. And I'm trying to work out some of the others. What was this? I think, I'm just wondering now, there's a couple of players that actually, if they're on here, this value of this shirt has gone up. I've just realised this. I wonder if Vidic is on here, because he played for Spartak for a year before joining Manchester United around this time. Okay, so I paused it and I went through the Wikipedia article, and some of the names match up, but some of the numbers don't. So I'm a little bit, if you can read, then maybe you want to tell me, because that looks like it says Fed number 2. But then number 2 at this point in time was around 2009, 2009, 2010, excuse me. Cristian Maidana of Argentina, that's not him. I thought this one might have been McGeady for a second, but McGeady's number was 8, not 7. When we bought him from Celtic. And Wellington is number 11. But I thought that said Wellington, but it's not. The number's not written. So I don't know. I'm not sure on exactly who is who. I've forgotten. I think I did work them out at some point in time. Okay, so this is a fancy old shirt. Like I said, this is... Listen to that. It's felt. I'll show you the back. I should start explaining why on earth do I support Spartak Moscow? Well, when I was in university in the year between 2001 and 2006, 2005, my degree was in Spanish and Portuguese. It was called Hispanic Studies, and I did extra credits in Russian for 2 years. I was obsessed with Football Manager as it was at the time before. I was a Championship Manager at the time. There's nothing on the back. And I got sick of playing as the same old teams. I used to play as Swansea, I used to play as Arsenal, and I got bored. And I thought, oh, maybe I could play as a different team from a different country. So I did some playthroughs as like Celta Vigo in Spain, and then because I was doing Russian, I thought, oh, maybe it'll help me with like learning Russian surnames. So I thought, I don't know anything about Russian football. Who have I heard of? And of course the Champions League at the time. And Spartak was such a good team in the Champions League. They beat Real Madrid and Arsenal one year. They've always got a terrible record against Liverpool for some reason, and I was like, I've heard of Spartak, so I'll play as them. And basically, over the next couple of years, I just would buy the game and automatically start a career mode or a save as Spartak Moscow. And bearing in mind, I'd never seen them play, because I don't think I was even watching Champions League football at the time. I couldn't really. I was in university and I was in Spain for a bit. And I took my laptop to Spain with me, and I only had 2 games on it. It was Football Manager and The Sims. And yeah, I used to literally play non-stop, and I did one of those saves. I think we've all got one, where I won the Champions League twice with Spartak Moscow. The first time I won with them, I did save scum. I've never ever forget the guilt. But the second time I won it legitimately, and I had a player called Fernando Cavenaghi from Argentina, River Plate, and he in the game was just like insane. He was supposed to be like one of the best up-and-coming talents of the world at the time, and I couldn't keep hold of him. Real Madrid bought him for 50 million, which at the time in real life would have been a world record. And yeah, so he won me the Champions League twice. Admittedly, the first time I did lose the final. I can't even remember who I was against. But the second time I legitimately won it. But it was back in the days before you could do like what you can now. You couldn't change the seedings or the rankings of anything. So I won the Champions League and I couldn't sign any players. No one wanted to come to Russia. So I sold Cavenaghi. I had 50 million in the bank and all the money. I think I had 100 million in the bank. And yeah, I couldn't buy anyone at all. I remember I tried to sign a young Fernando Gago from the Argentinian league before he came to Europe. And he wouldn't even sign for me, like at 19 or something. So I ended up not, the next game came along and I played that, and at that point in time, Spartak were having a bit of a bad time in real life and didn't win the league for a while. Didn't get into the Champions League. And yeah, it was like a difficult save to get them to actually do anything. And then a couple of years, maybe about 7 or 8 years ago, I realised I could watch them on YouTube every week, paying like £10 a month or something. And you could have either the commentary in English or in Russian. So I decided I'd watch them every week, and yeah, basically they are one of my favourite teams. They're right up there with, Swansea, Roma, Spartak are a team that I've watched. I've never seen them in real life. I was hoping before they got banned from Europe that they would get into Europe and they'd play, and I was sort of, if they went to an English club in the Europa League or something, I would have gone, but yeah, unfortunately that isn't possible. So yeah, this is my Spartak Moscow top. So we've got number 22. Help me with these, would you? It's just a squiggle. I wonder if that's not Alex, is it? Number 1, that's definitely an X in Russian. Hot, but I don't know, I can't think of what that would be. That looks like Fed. Number 2. Number 52, something right there. What's that? I can't read that at all. Number 9. Must be a striker. What's that then? And that one I think is that. I can't read the number though. Could that be? It doesn't look like Juba, does it? That's a D. It's like in Russian that would be like it looks like a G, but that's a D in Russian. That's a capital D and that's a small D. Number 7. And then you've got, that looks like sheaf, like sh, E. I'm not sure. That one I haven't got a clue. That's a funny one. Number 14. Number 25 or 28. There's one there. And then the last one. 36. They do have crazy numbers. They've always like gone up to the 99 in Spartak's teams. Yeah, so let me know if you spot any names you know. I think it's from around that era. Let's see, it does have a number in the back here. Does it say what year it is? No. But this is my prized, but I forgot at the bottom of the cupboard, Spartak shirt. I'll be putting this one up on the wall now that I'm not renting homes and I've bought a house. This will go up on my wall next to the Tottenham shirt. So, that's my Spartak Moscow shirt, shirt number 3 in the series. Let me know below if you have a signed shirt by the whole team as well of someone, and let me know who your crazy football manager favourite team is, who have you like never seen in real life that you support because of Football Manager. Maybe it's a team in like the Czech Republic or Estonia or Gibraltar or something. Let me know your weird Football Manager story. Okay, I hope the camera angle and the mic worked, and I'll see you again next week for another of my collection. Take it easy. Oh, I've got, just to give you a little bit of a heads up, I've ordered a mystery shirt, so I won't open it. I'll open it on camera next week. So that's going to be next week, so I'm going to actually do a mystery shirt, my newest shirt to my collection. I've ordered one, and it's on the way. It should be here like tomorrow. Okay, take it easy everyone. Bye 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 bye.